Hello, welcome to another episode of Repair for Everyone. Today we're going to be changing a charging port on the Galaxy Note 9. First thing you want to do is heat it up. I've already done that, but some of the tools you might need is some plastic coated playing cards, a Phillips screwdriver, a flat thin tool, like an iSesmo, or some generic one, and what you're going to do is get your thin tool underneath the bottom, just in the absolute corner. Get in that edge. You don't want to pry too hard because you don't want to actually separate or crack that glass. Alright, once you got a corner of your card in, kind of wiggle that around. There we go. What you do want to be careful is right over here there is the ribbon cable that goes for the fingerprint scanner in the back. So just be wary of that. But work your card around the edges of the screen. And if it cools down, just apply more heat. That'll make the process easier. You can either use a hairdryer, a heat gun on a low setting. You don't want to melt anything inside the device. Heat guns get pretty hot. Hot air gun source, heat plate. Some people even use like a vegetable dehydrator, like it's something that's used similar for beef jerky. The thing I like about using these plastic playing cards is that alright. Once you get the majority of this adhesive separated, like to put my finger on there and push down to try to separate the phone from the button. I'm going to apply a little bit more heat. Once you've applied a little bit more heat, then remove the back. Uncrinkle that guy. Then what you want to do is take out all the screws. But first you want to remove the home button. So place your back glass, your home button aside for a moment. Then what you want to do is take out all your screws. I'm just gonna fast forward a bit and skip through this step. Alright, once you've taken your screws out, what you want to do is gonna peel this guy back. Remove that, place it aside, as well as this one. Then, you don't actually have to take too many screws out to do the charging port in this one, the way they designed it. So get out your part. Well, A, you always want to make sure you have the right thing. So make sure you have your part. Next thing you want to do is disconnect the battery. Every repair, always disconnect the battery. You'll hear me saying that a lot in this channel, but it's very important because a lot of devices, if you don't disconnect the battery, you can short out the whole phone and possibly even kill the device. So, be careful out there, guys. Alright, so you don't have to take the whole motherboard out. However, there is a part that sits on top of there for ground. At least that's what I believe it is. And what you want to do is take this screw out over here and over there. Unclip this. Unclip your LCD. And then that'll give you a little bit more space to work around with. Similar process, get it back in there. Then click it in. Reconnect the ribbon cables. Secure the microphone down. There we go. Reconnect your battery. Put your shields back on. Put your screws back in. When you put the charging port back in your device, make sure it's snugly in there. It's possible to install it slightly crooked and it won't let you actually plug anything in. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to put all the screws back in and test it. Alright, now that you've installed your charging port and you put your screws back in, what you want to do is actually test it out. So as you can see, it is charging, and that's what we're looking for. Next step is you want to prep the back for reinstallation. So what I do is I heat this part up, remove all this adhesive, and then re-adhere it. I'll cut back to when I have the adhesive ready. Next thing you want to do is put adhesive around the edges. And I'll cut back then in just a second. Once you put tape around the edges, well, more specifically I use Tesa tape, and it's double-sided. Take all it off. Click that in. Also, about this dimension, everything's off right now, so. Then what you want to do is set your thing, the back glass, like so. Make sure it lines up. Press gently around the edges. And if you want, you can also use clamps on the sides just to make sure everything cures down. It's not necessary with the type of tape I'm using, I just like to make sure. Don't tighten your clamps too hard, because you can risk breaking the LCD. However, if you just lightly tighten them just to put some pressure on it, you won't really have to worry about breaking anything. Alright, and that concludes how to fix a charging port on the Samsung Galaxy Note 9. That was Repair for Everyone, and if you liked this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell for the notifications. Thank you.